9-year-olds and a 10-year-old are accused of setting fire to this church in Bryan, but some of them may not be facing any charges. That's because current law prevents the juvenile justice system from taking any legal actions against juveniles who are younger than 10 years old. Brazos County District Attorney Bill Turner says punishment for children 9 and under is left up to the parents and not the state.
You're a day before your 10th birthday, there's just simply nothing in the system that will handle it. We can't wait until you become 10 and then try to hold you accountable for something that happened before your 10th birthday.
Under current law, parents could be civilly liable for damages of up to $25,000 if it's proven that their child acted carelessly as a result of their parents' negligence.
Over 10, it doesn't matter whether the parent was properly supervising or not. If the teenager intentionally damaged someone else's property, the parent may be liable.
Parents and their children could end up in a rehabilitation program. The Juvenile Fire Setters program is one of them, and it's geared towards preventing children from committing crimes.
We explain to the child the consequences of setting fire, especially the curious fire setter. They don't understand, the children do not understand the consequences of fire setting.
While programs like this one aren't mandatory, parents and kids are encouraged to attend. April Young, News Star 3.
That's right, Aaron. It was just before 2:30 this afternoon here at the University Park apartment complex that this carport came toppling on top of seven cars, leaving them trapped underneath. Now, police say 2 people were also trapped inside. At this time, we know that no one was seriously injured, and University Park apartment complex officials say they're just trying to piece together exactly what happened.
One guy pulled up and said he heard it falling and backed out his truck, and it just went chain reaction all the way down.
One tenant heard a noise and then witnessed the port collapse on top of his friend.
When we saw the couple fall down, I jumped off, but my friend trapped in. And so another guy came here, helped me to put my friend out. Then we called 911 and the police came in.
When police arrived on the scene, this is what they saw. And while it's still unclear exactly how it happened, eyewitnesses say this white truck pulled into the parking space and backed out after hearing a noise. But as you can see, the truck driver didn't get very far before the metal gave way.
We've already called an insurance adjuster to come out, and we've got to at least try to get these people's vehicles out.
Not much has changed since the scene earlier today, and that's because of the long holiday weekend. Insurance adjusters aren't expected to come out here until Monday to assess the damage. At that time, vehicle owners will have access to their cars and conduct their normal routine. We'll keep you posted on this situation and let you know as more information becomes available. Reporting live from University Park Apartments, April Young, News Star 3.
The Bryan District spends about $27.5 million on road repairs each year, and heavy rains like those over the past 2 days are causing water damage to some roadways. Many Robertson County residents are feeling the brunt of the flooding.
We had a culvert to wash out, and we have repaired it to where people can get in and out.
Heavy rain left 7 families stranded here on Sadberry Road, about 15 miles from Hearn. But one family says county workers responded quickly to a potentially dangerous road condition.
Quite quick, quite efficient, to make sure that we were able to get out so that we can get our mails, our newspapers, and do whatever running around that we have to do.
TxDOT spokesperson Bob Caldwell says Brazos County escaped with minimal water damage.
We have shut down some roads, but as far as any washing away, we have not had that. We do, however, have our patch trucks out at this point and going and putting in temporary patches to fill the holes.
Drivers are reminded to avoid low water crossings and not to go around barricades. April Young, News Star 3. Since he first set foot in Egypt, 91-year-old Kenneth Russell has been fascinated by pyramids. Out of those trips overseas grew a dream that has now come true. Kenneth will soon have his very own pyramid, a pyramid built by his son George.
So we were just sort of joking about it, and my father said, I think I'd like to be my ashes in a pyramid. And I said to myself, good idea.
The Pyramid of Russell, as it's been named, is a 20-foot structure that sits just off Lake Livingston. It'll serve as the final resting place for Dr. Russell and his wife Marjorie.
Marjorie said she's going to put half of her ashes in the soil, along with her own mine,
in a little urn inside the pyramid.
Well, I won't put them, somebody else will have to put them there.
To display their Christian beliefs, the pyramid will have cross-shaped windows overlooking the lake, and the inside will be hand-painted with murals of Egyptian tombs, while the outer walls will be surfaced in white marble.
Patterned after the Pyramid of Cestius in Rome, the Pyramid of Russell is about 1/5 the size of the Pyramid of Cestius, and this is a project the Russells say has added spice to their life.
We come out every day late in the afternoon to see how much work has been done on the pyramid, usually with our son George.
Our philosophy is more ashes to ashes, dust to dust. And it's sort of fun, though, to memorialize someone, a loved one, with a beautiful monument.
And the Russells say they're just enjoying life and not worried about what others may say about their pyramid.
We're having the time of our life building it. I have no fear of death. I have no fear of my ashes being in an urn. I think it's great.
April Young, News Star 3.
Some Texas A&M system employees are in limbo when it comes to the future of their careers. That's because of a new bill signed last week by Governor Rick Perry.
It may require some employees to retire early or risk losing their health insurance. News Star 3's April Young joins us now from the News Center to explain. April?
That's right, Michelle. As you can imagine, employees in both the Texas A&M and University of Texas systems are having to make some pretty difficult decisions in a short amount of time. Now, here's the situation. Under previous law, system employees who were at least 55 years old and had worked at least 3 years for the system could retire and get all of their insurance benefits. But a Senate bill changes all of that September 1st. Now, employees must be at least 65 years old and have at least 10 years of service, or a combination of age and years of service totaling 80. So now what this means is that employees who hadn't considered retiring for another couple of years or so are having to retire by the end of August, or they risk losing their benefits. The scheduling department at A&M is just one of the many in the system affected by that change, and Department Manager Millie Wright says it's been a very difficult time. Now, Texas A&M officials are declining to talk on camera about this bill and its possible effects, but they say they have requested an opinion from the Attorney General's office outlining the exact interpretation of the changes. Now, we'll be following this story and we'll bring you more on the outcome of this bill and its effects as more information becomes available. Michelle?